Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm an engineer from the Technical and Product Development Department from BADER, and I welcome you to this video. Whether you're a technician, engineer, installer, dentist, architect, you who are currently designing a project or planning the opening of a new clinic, probably right now you're facing many questions. During this video, we will let you know everything you may need for your project to be a total success. Come with me. Hey, here you are! Welcome to my clinic! There's still some things missing here, right? First of all, we need a dental unit, the key piece of every clinic, a compressor to provide the unit with the necessary air for the handpieces to work properly, and finally, we need the suction unit to give the vacuum capacity to the suction cannulas of the equipment. And well, now that we have everything that we need, we face the first challenge. How and where do we install them? What is the recommended location? It's obvious that the dental chair is going to be on the main practice, but what about the compressor and the suction unit? The ideal location for these appliances is to have their own engine room, somewhere where they can be just connected and installed. But this engine room needs to have some, let's say, special characteristics in order to achieve a successful installation. What are the requirements that these engine rooms need to meet? Firstly, it needs to have good ventilation. The ventilation of the room is important for two reasons. On one hand, the suction needs to expulse all the air that it is collecting, and on the other hand, the engines, both from the compressor and the suction, create a lot of heat. It is therefore necessary to have a good ventilation system, whether it's natural or artificial. Secondly, we are going to need an electrical outlet, as these two machines need to be connected to the electrical system in order to work. And finally, we will need a draining system. Once this is clear, we need to think, how do we make the interconnection of the units? What I'm going to explain now is what do we need to have on the unit space, which connection it needs to work correctly. First of all, we are going to need an air intake. The air outlet will come from the compressor, as we mentioned before, and it will be responsible to provide the compressed air necessary for the handpieces and instruments to work, syringes and so on. Okay, what do we need next? We need water. Even though the dental unit comes with its own hydrate group for distilled water, certain treatments require the use of tap water. The dental unit will need therefore to be connected through a pipe to the water system. We need electricity as well, as the dental chair needs power to move. The patient needs to be comfortable, that's why the unit comes with some engines that make it move. These engines work with electrical power. Therefore, we will need another connection to carry and provide the unit with the power it needs for all its movements. Next step. We need now to connect the suction unit. The suction unit needs two connections. Firstly, the air conduit, where the air that is being collected is going to flow. And secondly, we need something that activates the suction. In this case, a control cable. This control cable will be the one in charge to activate the suction unit when we need it. And last but not least, we need a draining system. Most likely, this draining system will also be connected to the engine room and will drain the waste of both. And that's basically all you need to know about the key connections of the dental unit. Have you seen how much my clinic has changed? Instead of having only one practice, now I have 3 of them. Okay, we have already covered how to do the connection of one dental unit into one compressor and one suction unit. But what if we have more than one? We have different options here, but our recommendation is to always use one compressor and one suction unit per each dental chair we have in our clinic. This is because it is a fault-redundant system that guarantees the continuous service of our clinic. If we have any problem with the compressor or suction, we will always have the option to connect it to another one and, therefore, ensure that we have compressed air and suction system to keep operating. On top of this, we would not be oversizing a very big compressor and a very big vacuum system that every time it's activated would turn huge engines that would consume big amounts of power. But what is the downside of this system? The main problem is that most engine rooms are not big enough to fit the necessary amount of machines, in this case, 3 suction units and 3 compressors. What should we do then? Exactly, that's it! We would need to do what you've just seen. We would need a bigger compressor and a bigger suction unit, where we will connect the 3 dental chairs. In this case, the 3 units will be working with the same vacuum and compressing system. This is not the most convenient solution, as we mentioned before, since with this solution you would not have the benefits of having one compressor and suction system per unit, avoiding the loss of service if one of them stops working. And on top of this, we would also need to install shut-off valves on each of the dental units. This is a very inefficient system, that's why we always recommend the first option, that you can see here again. And that's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching our video, and we hope all the doubts you had on your project have been cleared out. If you like this video, follow us, click thumbs up, and bye-bye!